Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be discussing one of my personal favorite electronic sirens ever made, the SA-441. Originally manufactured by Southern Vehicle Products, or SVP for short, the SA-441 is a 200-watt dual-tone electronic siren. But before we talk about the siren itself, we have to talk about the company behind it. Founded in 1974 in Odessa, Florida, Signal Vehicle Products, called Southern Vehicle Products at the time, was a prominent manufacturer for reliable emergency equipment throughout North America. They started off small, however quickly earned a reputation for making reliable and affordable public safety equipment. They built a large reputation, especially in Florida as well as throughout the southern states. Their products became a common sight on ambulances, vehicles operated by smaller municipalities, as well as emergency vehicles in rural communities. They were also very prominent with volunteer fire departments and first aid squads. The company was known prominently for manufacturing a selection of electronic sirens, rotating light bars, mini light bars, and beacon lights. Some of these include the 1166 teardrop rotating beacon light, the Impulse 2000 rotating light bar, and a variety of sirens, including, of course, the SA-441. The SVP SA-441 came with an amplifier and a siren controller. Intended to be paired with two 100-watt speakers for full dual-tone capability, it also has single-tone capability. However, dual-tone is able to be toggled via the Magnum switch. This siren, being dual-tone, was a beast for clearing those heavy intersections in traffic. It came with multiple tones, which include single and dual-tone manual, wail, and yelp, single-tone phaser, air horn, and two-tone, commonly known as the high-low tone, as well as dual-tone wail and yelp. So why exactly is it dual-tone, you ask? And how does dual-tone work better for clearing traffic? To put it simply, a single-tone siren puts out one continuous sound pattern, like the wail tone or the yelp tone. This works fine, but in heavy traffic or areas with a lot of noise, it can blend into the background of the busy city streets, causing drivers not to react to it as much. However, a dual-tone siren playing either two of the same tone or two separate tones plays two sirens at the same time. This gives the impression that multiple emergency vehicles are approaching, as well as being more attention-grabbing to distracted drivers in vehicles with a lot of soundproofing in them. Drivers hear multiple sirens and think, is there another one behind it? Are there more coming? And that extra attention-grabbing focus plays a big role in allowing first responders to get to their destination safely. From my standpoint, I believe dual-tone sirens to be extensively more effective than single-tone sirens. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you've ever looked up this siren, or the SA-441 family of sirens in general, you might notice that there is a siren of the same name with almost identical tones made by both SVP/Star as well as Carson. You probably ask, why is this? Well, it all comes down to ownership changes within the company among the years. SVP originally designed and manufactured the SA-441 as the Magnum series. On February 22nd of 2000, the well-known Star Headlight and Lantern Company, a company founded in 1889 in Rochester, New York, commonly known as Star or Star Signal, acquired Signal Vehicle Products, which is where the Signal and Star Signal comes from. When Star bought SVP, they continued producing the SA-441 under the same model number. That's why I'll see plenty of Star-branded SA-441s or other SVP products that look and sound close to the original SVP versions. They're essentially the same design with some minor modifications, such as a manual stop function instead of a manual coast, as well as shorter wind up and down periods on the wail tone. Later, around 2006, the rights and production of the line went to Carson Manufacturing, a very prominent public safety equipment manufacturer established in 1946 in Indianapolis, Indiana. However, please note that they didn't start manufacturing public safety equipment until 1972. The siren would then be known as the Carson SA-441 MagForce. Essentially the same siren at its core, same layout and functions, same dual-tone platform. Carson modified the tones significantly, instead using their iconic wail, yelp, phaser, and manual tones instead of the SVP versions. The two-tone and air horn remained the same. However, Carson still used SVP's wail tone as well as a slightly lower pitched Carson yelp tone in the secondary speaker when the dual tone is enabled. In 2008, Carson expanded the SA-441 family by adding the SA-441M MagForce mech, which replaced the two-tone in manual with Carson's mechanical tone. In dual-tone mode, the Siren plays dual-tone mechanical, dual wail and yelp, dual-tone mechanical and yelp, and dual-tone mechanical and phaser. The MagForce mech also had a significantly higher-pitched air horn. This siren is used by multiple ambulance companies throughout the United States, including but not limited to AMR, Mobile Medical Response, or MMR, in Saginaw, Michigan, Queens Hadzola in Queens, New York, and the Mesa Fire Department's Medical Response Units in Mesa, Arizona. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed this lesson in siren history, feel free to drop a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which version of the SA-441 you like the most, if you've ever heard one in person, and what I should cover next. Thanks for watching, stay safe out there, and I'll see you later.